Alright, hopefully this video is working. This is probably the fourth time I've tried to record this today, so sorry for the delay in putting up a video. We're going to review how to do the expanded method just to help you out on your homework tonight. Today in class we talked about how to write a number in expanded form, and this was something we learned in our last unit on place value. So just to review real quick, if I wanted to write the number 125 in expanded form, I'm adding up the value of each of my places. So my hundreds place, I have a 1 in the hundreds place, so the value of that 1 is 100. And then I'm going to add on the value of my tens place. I have a 2 there, so the value is 20. And then I'm going to add the value of my ones place, which is 5. So that's how you write a number in expanded form. So in order to be able to do this method, you have to be able to write a number in expanded form. So let's start out using that number 125. Let's start pretty easy, and let's multiply 125 times 2. So in order to use the expanded method, what you're doing is you are distributing this 2 to each of your places. So you're going to be multiplying your 2 by the value in your hundreds place, then you're going to multiply the 2 by the value in your tens place, and then you're going to multiply finally the 2 times the value in your ones place. So what that looks like is 2 times that 100 plus 2 times 20 plus 2 times 5. Now that I have my number, and here is that original expanded form, there's my 100 plus 20 plus 5. Okay, so now I'm going to simplify each of my parentheses and then add to get my final answer. So 2 times 100 is the same thing as 100 plus 100, which is 200. Then 2 times 20 is the same thing as 20 plus 20, that's 40. And then finally 2 times 5 is 10. And then now all I have to do is add these together, and I am left with 250. Okay? So now let's do another one. This time we're going to do 4 times 36. Sometimes you'll have one of your factors will be 2 digits. Sometimes one of your factors might be 3 digit or 4 digit. No matter how many digits your factor has, the method is still the same. So in this one, I'm distributing that 4 to each of my places. 36 in expanded form would be 30 plus 6. That's how you write 36 in expanded form. So here I'm going to multiply 4 times that 30 plus 4 times that 6. Okay, now all I have to do is simplify my parentheses. So 4 times 30, to use mental math, I can multiply my 4 and my 3 together, and that's 12. And then I can add my 0 from the number 30 onto the end. And then 4 times 6 is 24. And to get my final answer, I'm going to add 120 plus 24, and that's 144. Okay? So I'm going to give you one now that I want you to try on your own. So this time let's do 5 times 35. So I want you to pause the video and see if you can solve 5 times 35. Okay? Hopefully you're going to check now and see if you got your answer correct. So we are multiplying, distributing that 5 to each of your places. So that would be 5 times the value of our tens place here is 30, plus 5 times the value of our ones place, that's 5. Now I can simplify each of my parentheses here. 5 times 3 is 15, and I'm going to add this 0. And then 5 times 5 is 25. And when I add those together, just to show you, you might be able to do that in your head, but if you can't, you can add them together on your board, lining up your place values. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7, and then we can bring down our 1, so your answer is 175. Okay? Let's do one more. Let's try 4 times 427. The lights just went off in the classroom, which is why it got a little dark. Okay, let's see if I can get those back on. There we go. Okay, I want you to pause the video and try this problem out. So I'll give you just a minute to do that. Okay, hopefully you were able to solve that one. Remember, you're distributing your 4 to each of your values here, like we did in class today. So we're going to start out by multiplying 4 times the value of our hundredths place, which is 400. Then we're going to add on 4 times the value of our tens place, which is 20. And then we're going to finish up with 4 times the value in our ones place, which is 7. Okay, now I'm going to simplify each of my parentheses. So in our first one, we're going to multiply 4 times 4, and that's 16, and I have 2 zeros to add on. Then my second parentheses, I'm going to multiply 4 times 2, that's 8, and add on a 0. And then finally, 4 times 7 is 28. And now you might feel like you can add these up in your head, but I'm going to encourage you to not do that in your head, just because it kind of opens up yourself for error or mistake. So I'm going to move these into a vertical addition problem, making sure to line up all my place values. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10, so let me regroup here. 6 plus 1 is 7, and then I'm going to bring down my 1. So my answer is 1,708. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you watched the video, I'm going to give you a secret phrase here, expanded method. Expanded method is our secret phrase. And if you come in tomorrow and you tell me the secret phrase, expanded method, then you'll get some dojo points. And that tells me that you watched the video and hopefully it was helpful for you. So happy mathing this afternoon.